My name is Britta, and Åke is driving the bus, and we are going down to 540 meters level of the mountain KIRUNA. And LKAB is an abbreviation of Luossavaara Kirunavaara Limited Company. And Luossa means salmon, and Kiruna comes from the Sami word Giran and means ptarmigan, and Vara is the Finnish word for mountain. And on your right side you can see Kirunavaara over there. Here we have the city or the town hall of Kiruna on your left side. And this city hall is going to be teared down, and we're going to build a new one by the year 2016. That is next year. And that is because of the mine. When we are mining, there are deformations that are going towards the city. And we have already closed down the railway station that is down there on your left side. Now we have a temporary station a few kilometers from here. So this mine have been existing for about 100 years, more than 100 years, when the railroad was completed between Luleå and Narvik in Norway. Around the 1900 it was completed. But there were mines in the area already in the 15th century. Copper mines, for example. And on your left side you can see a part of the railroad. From the mine in Kiruna we are transporting, or there are 10 trains leaving every day. And each train takes 68 wagons with 100 tons of ore. We also transport ore down to Luleå, but from Kiruna most trains go to Narvik, our biggest harbor. And there it's ice-free the whole year. And that's a great advantage. Here you have the wagons on your right side. And now we can see the office building in front of us. It was built 1960 by the architect Hakon Ahlberg. And in this mine of Kiruna there are about 2,000 people working. We also have mines in Svappavaara, about 50 kilometers from Kiruna. But not all of those mines are open yet. And about 2,000 people work in this mine, and about 17% are women. And the number of women has increased a lot in recent years, and that's one of the goals of LKAB, to employ more and more women. And in the total concern, about 4,000 people working. So now I'm about to enter the safety area of this mine. But first we have to check in here. So, on your left side you can see a restaurant called Magnetiten. There is also a restaurant down at 775 meters level. But these restaurants will be moved further down because we have built a new main transport level down at 1365 meters level. And it was in operation about 2 years ago. And you have the laboratory here on your left side, the white building. And over there, where you can see the green and red houses, we have is where the workers change clothes before and after their working shifts. And one of these houses is just for women. And there you could also have a sauna. So now we're about to enter the world's largest underground mine of iron ore. And down here there is as much as 400 kilometers of roads. And that's the only way to go down into mine. That's by buses or cars or other vehicles. There are no elevators for the people, just for the ore. And when we drive, we have to use either electricity or diesel.
Non ci sono ascensori a scendere. L'unico modo per scendere in miniera è con i pullman o con le macchine. Gli ascensori vengono usati solamente per portare sul ferro, il materiale, eccetera.
These roads are called slopeways. They have an inclination about 10%. And when we are going down to 540 meters level, then we are going down about 300 meters in height. And the deepest you can drive is about down to 1500 meters. And as you can see, there are signs on the walls indicating the level we're on. We just passed 320 meters level. And you can also see numbers on the walls, and that indicates the number of the road. And right now we're driving on road number 16, which is the main road. And it's also said to be the road with most traffic in Kiruna. It's quite obvious. So when you work down in the mine underground, you work less hours per week. There are about 700 people working down in the mine, and you work about 35 hours per week. A bit less. Normally you work 40 hours per week. A lot of people work a shift, so you can work either 7 days a week, then you are free for 7 days, or you work morning shift 1 week, and then afternoon and night shift, and then you are free for 1 week. And the air down here is very good. There are shafts, and through these shafts we are pumping down a lot of air. And you can see these pipelines in the ceilings, and that's for water. And in order to keep the mine dry, we have to pump up a lot of water. And if these pumps would stop, the mine would be full of water in just 25 or 24 hours. And now we're driving on the longest straight stretch, which is about 1 kilometer. some of these roads
portano sull'acqua perché
don't have
per poter lavorare
asphalts,
e per tenere asciutta la miniera devono fare
but this one has, because it's the main road.
presto rompersi le pompe nel giro di 23-24 ore si riempie completamente di acqua la miniera.
And down at the visitor center at 540 meters level, almost there now, and that used to be the main transport level about 30 years ago. And now we're turning into road 22, and that was soon at the visitor center. And when we get there, you will borrow helmets, white helmets, and I want you to wear these helmets the whole time during your stay down here. And that's for your own safety, because small stones can fall down from the ceiling. And it is also very important that we all stick together down in the mine. Because if the power goes off, it will be very dark. And it's also important to know in case there is something that happened, a fire for instance. That's very unusual, but it's good to know where to go in case anything would happen. And so, welcome down to 540 meters level. The temperature down here is about plus 10 degrees Celsius. So it's quite good temperature. So if you have a warm sweater, I think you will be alright. But you can't just walk in t-shirt, that will be too cold. Okay?
Can we leave our bag in the car?